The second visualization should answer the question, what is the minimum sales price, maximum sales price, and average sales price for each country and for each make within a country? In this exercise, we will answer the question by creating a drill-down clustered column chart. Drill-down visualizations are appropriate for questions that call for analysis at one level and for another level within that first level. They answer questions like, are there differences between categories? And within each category, are there differences by some other category? The second question, for which we will create a visualization, provides an example in that the question we ask is, are there differences between countries? And within each country, are there differences by make? So first we need to create a new visualization in the workbook, and we do so by clicking on the Add Sheet icon to the right of the sheet we just renamed Visualization 1. To create a drill down in Tableau, we need to create a so-called hierarchy. A hierarchy allows you to visualize the data at the higher level in the hierarchy and then to drill down to the lower level. Tableau often creates hierarchies by default. For example, as we shall see in a later model, when the data source contains a field of type date, Tableau will create a hierarchy that allows you to drill down from year to quarter to month to day. In our case, Tableau has automatically created a hierarchy from country to city in the customer sheet. So let me click on that and open it up. So you see it goes from country to city. Since this hierarchy will complicate matters when it comes to creating the drill down hierarchy we want to have to answer the question, we remove this hierarchy by clicking on the down arrow to the right of it and then clicking Remove Category. And you see that we now have the fields available in the customer sheet by themselves. Since we want to display the data by country first and then by make within a country, we need to create a country to make hierarchy. And to do this, we drag the make field from the cars and drop it onto the country dimension. And you see this window come up, create hierarchy. If we want, we can change the name of the hierarchy, but for the time being, we'll just accept the name that Tableau suggests. So we click OK. And you see that we now have a new dimension at the bottom on the left pane. Now we can use this added dimension just as we used normal dimensions before. So in order to create the visualization, I'm going to add this country to make hierarchy to columns, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add sales price 3 times. You will notice that we have the sum of the sales price for each country, but that we also have a sales price for null. As we said before, when Tableau creates the data source, it essentially combines all the fields from the different data sources into a single table. However, there are a number of cars in the cars sheet that have not been sold, and as a result, there is no country associated with these cars. And Tableau therefore records a null value for these cars in any of the other fields in the data source. So to deal with this issue, and to make sure that we only look at cars that have been sold, we need to use a filter. We discuss filters in more detail in a later module, but for now, we're just going to drag country into filters. And you see that all of the possible values for this field come up. Since we're not interested in null values, we deselect it and we say OK. And you see that the null values now have disappeared. So creating a filter and deselecting null has the effect that we only look at cars that have been sold so far. You will notice the little plus icon to the left of the in the country pill. If you click on it, you will see the attribute that you would like to drill down to appear. Clicking on minus will take us back to the higher level in the hierarchy. Now, we need to change the aggregation methods for sales price. The first one should be set to minimum. The second one should be set to maximum. And the third one should be set to average. And then what we do is we again create a clustered column chart or a side-by-side chart. You see that I had show me open, so click on this. And this is what we get at the moment, although you may get different colors. And we can now show the differences by make within a country, and you see that how that works. Now, in addition to drilling down from the little plus sign to the in the country pill, we can also hover over one of the countries, like CH in this case, and we click on there. That allows us to drill down as well. And similarly, when we can drill up from this as well. Tableau allows you to create additional levels for a drill down. You simply have to drag the additional level to the hierarchy that you created for the previous levels. In some cases, it is useful to add a threshold to a column chart so that you can easily which values exceed that threshold. And doing so is relatively straightforward in Tableau. If you click on the Analytics tab in the left pane, you will see a number of different analytics tools you have. So you can take an average line, a constant line, you can model, and so on. So you have a number of options to make your visualization more useful, and I encourage you to look at those different options. You will see that the various options may be useful, and especially the constant line in the second exercise that you're going to do. So the only thing left to do is we need to change the name of the visualization to visualization 2 on the tab. And then we change the title to sales price by country and make. And that finishes the second visualization.